Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Another Space Song by Failure. As always, the song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers, so if you want to be that person to request something, just leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. Although I always do say it is a pretty big list. There's like 1,000 songs on it, so, no promises that I get to it in any sort of timely manner, but, eventually I might get to it. So, anyway, I think I've heard maybe one other song by Failure. I think it was called Undone. I remember not being maybe the hugest fan of it at the time, but we'll kind of see if I like this one a little bit better. So I say we jump right into it. Before we do, just remember, if you want to support the channel, all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. You can also check the description to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. All right, guys, let's do it. Another Space Song by Failure. Let's listen. Just gotta say right off the bat. Right off the bat, I like that a lot. I like that like a whole lot. It was very, I don't know what the right word for it is. Just kind of like not maybe out there, but uh, I don't even know. Like it almost like trance like, if you will. Like I was just kind of jamming out without even thinking about it. In fact, my mind was starting to wander a little bit. It's one of those songs that, as you listen to it, you're just kind of grooving out. Like, yeah, I'm trying to pay attention and do like a good review. But man, I just got lost in the melody. I was really, really enjoying what I was hearing. So I should have done the KEXP version. I wish I would have noticed that earlier. Anyway, that was a really, really good song. I like that a whole lot. So I think it definitely lives up to its name. Another space song, because it was very kind of spacey and again sort of out there and super easy for me to just lose myself in the song. Plus, you look at the cover art and it kind of fits that same vibe. So I'm really curious as to what the rest of the album holds, because it looks like this is track 14 on Fantastic Planet. And again, with the cover art, with the name of the song, kind of assume it's sort of like a space-themed album. In fact, I think here it says, the song continues a major theme of the album, using the vast emptiness of outer space as a metaphor for the isolation and introversion felt in the depth of heroin addiction. Oh shit, okay, I did not draw that parallel. I just thought it was like a very spacey, kind of out there song for the space aspect of it. So now I'm kind of interested to read the lyrics and kind of see if we can get that definition out there. So let's do just that. Let's start with the lyrics. The solar panel's shining face is smiling back on me, twisting off into the sun. It's okay to be lonely. All my missions float away. I never trained too hard. I'm so caught up in the tree of stars falling in my backyard. So the solar panel's shining face is smiling back on me, twisting off into the sun. It's okay to be lonely. And see, I picture this as, again, I think we're talking about space, honestly. Like, what's more lonely than being in outer space? All my missions float away. I never trained too hard. I'm so caught up in the tree of stars falling in my backyard. She'll always be what I can't find. She'll always be where I break down. She'll always hide behind a star. I'll always dream she can't be far. And so, again, I feel like you can sort of read this a few different ways, but I'm literally picturing like an astronaut in space, again, being lonely, having to leave like someone maybe that they love behind, and sort of having those thoughts. I mean, I don't know. I feel like so far you can sort of read it as sort of like a sci-fi, again, being very lonely out there in space type story, but I don't know. We'll keep reading. I've got no Houston to wind down to. I've got no protocol. Gravity's so far away, wrapped on that shrinking ball. And so, again, I sort of picture like the astronaut drifting in space by himself. I do see how this could be a metaphor for heroin use, of course, and plus, getting high is a phrase, and outer space, like what's higher than outer space, right? So kind of using that metaphor, it makes sense to me. It makes sense that maybe drug use has made this person lonely, pushed away maybe people that he loves. And again, that sort of isolated himself right to the point where he has no one to complain to, no one to sort of tell his problems to. So if this truly is a metaphor, obviously I have not listened to the rest of the album. I think it definitely works for what we're going for here. So I eclipsed my memories, sleeping inside this pod. Patient time will carry me on her back without a sigh. And I won't let her down. My soul is celestial bound. And if I'm never found, she'll always be. So I wonder if maybe the drug use is sort of killing him at this point, right? Again, you can sort of think of celestial bound being space, of course, but also, death, heaven, if you will. So she'll always be what I can't find. She'll always be where I break down. She'll always hide behind a star. I'll always dream she can't be far. She'll always be what I can't find. Kind of goes on like that for some time. I'll always dream she can't be far. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have realized that this is about drug use had this little about section not mentioned it. And again, I haven't listened to the rest of the album, so I don't know if it's actually true, just because this person on Genius.com says it. But, I think if that metaphor is present in the album, and I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments, then I think it really works, again, as sort of using space as a metaphor for getting high, for heroin use, or whatever, right? I think it works. I think regardless, if you just take this as like, again, sort of an astronaut floating out in space being lonely, being isolated. Like I think it's still pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of fantasy and sci-fi and stuff like that. So anything that kind of scratches that itch for me, I think automatically gets me to enjoy it a little bit more. So lyrically, I thought this one was pretty interesting. I'm gonna give it 2 big thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, I want to check the credits here real quick, because if I'm not mistaken, Failure features Am I thinking of a different band? Failure is an American alternative rock band from Los Angeles. The current members are Ken Andrews, Greg Edwards, and Kelly Scott. Did they used to have, what's his name, Mike Patton? The guy from Faith No More. Did they used to have him on the band? I guess we can maybe Google it. Failure band. Let's look at the Wikipedia. It's an American alternative band from Los Angeles, active from 1990 to 1997, and then from 2014 to present. They released 6 full albums. When did this one come out? This one came out in 1996. All right. Let's see. Members: Ken Andrews, Greg Edwards, Kelly Scott. I guess I'm thinking of a different band, obviously. Robert Goss and Troy Van Leeuwen. I'm thinking of a different band. Sorry, I'm totally lost. But anyway, really like this song. Shout out to whoever the instrumentals were here. I like the guitar. I like that part of it. Very spacey. Again, very kind of out there. Again, the song's composition as a whole really just made me kind of drift away with it. It was so easy to listen to, so easy to just kind of jam out and enjoy. So, I really have no complaints there. Really liked the vocal style as well. Very reminiscent of something. And again, since this came out in the 90s, these guys might have been the pioneers of this sound, but definitely very reminiscent of a sound that I'm familiar with. I can't quite place it. I don't want to quite say Radiohead, but definitely had some like spacey kind of out there vibes that I really enjoyed. And so for that, instrumentally and vocally, I'm giving it 2 big thumbs up. I really, really enjoyed this one. And then as far as replay value goes, I mean, to me, this is a no-brainer. I think the lyrics are interesting. The instrumentation is fantastic. Again, this is the type of song you can sort of just get lost in the music. I really, really enjoyed this one. So, had a great time giving it 2 big thumbs up for replay value. This is definitely going on my playlist, and I can't wait to listen to it again. All right, that was a fantastic request. Thank you so much for whoever requested that one. As always, if you want to request something, just leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, of course, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And as always, if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. You can also check the description to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.